everyone, welcome back to Wayne's Garage. I'm going to do a little bit of a video. I'm making a little rack for my work welding bench, or my little welding bench, and that, so I'll go through and I will show you what I've just been doing. I've just cut out and grinded down the surfaces and all that sort of stuff where I'm going to be welding some brackets too, and yeah, I'll show you that shortly. So what I've done is, a couple of weeks ago I went and bought some of these little heavy duty angle brackets. There's the measurements in that there. Capable of 200 kilos. Well, I'm not going to be putting that on there, I don't think. And that, so basically what I'm going to be doing is probably welding it to the bench, the bracket over there, and then that will go along the back yay high. So along the top I can put my hammers and my clamps and stuff like that, or I'll just use it for the clamps, not sure yet. And then eventually over here I've got a bit of this mesh stuff here. Now the mesh is actually pretty good because it's the right gap that I can go along and cut the hammers either side. But what I'm going to be doing is I'm wanting to basically make it into a shelf. So if I do it that way, because I want to stick stuff on there and so forth, so I'm going to cut it so it goes in between the two brackets and that over on the bench. So yeah, so I'll get in and do a bit of the welding, and yeah, I'll get back to you. So I've just gone along and I've welded this bracket right here, and that my welding isn't the best, as you can probably tell after I've cleaned it up, but hey, it's still strong. And so that's one of them down, and then eventually I'll clean off that corner of the bench, and I'll go along and do some welds along the sides. I'll probably just tack weld it along the side, put 3 along there, same on the other side, and that up in the corner, so it will be basically about there. And that, I'll clean that up, and then it'll get welded along there, and that, so yeah. So alright, I'll be back a bit shortly when it gets to that stage, and yeah, back soon. Okay, so I'm back. Now I've gone along, as you can see I've just put my clamps up there for now. I've cleaned that up, and I've cleaned a spot down along here, and so forth. I've got to do a little bit of weld along the top there, and that, and so forth. So what's going on is, I've got this sheet here of fencing, or whatever you want to call it, and that. Now I'm looking at going along and cutting it here, and that, which is the length that I need for there, and that to allow me to make a shelf to go along here. So I'll be cutting this bit here down to come out along here, go far, and so forth, and that. Now what I'm also looking at doing is using the offcut, depending on the measurements of here to here, and that, when I fold that flat, so then I can get there and go along the back area here, so then I can hang things on as well. So if I can get there and put the shelf in yay far, and then the offcut area, that end or whatever, fits in underneath, then I can tack weld it all the way along. and that then I can put my cans along the back and so forth. So I'm going to go along and do all that, and then I will show you the end result as I've done it. So back shortly. So I've gone along. I've welded the tops up, sides. I didn't worry about underneath, and that I've welded in the top of that one, and I've gone along and I put these two. Just finished welding these brackets here on, one on that side and one on that side. I'll clean all that up in a minute, and then this will sit in on there like so, and get welded there, and that will give me the shelf to put stuff in, and then eventually I'll weld a backing along there, and that's what I didn't check. Let's just have a quick squeeze. Can we still get, yep, and then we can still get the cans underneath that shelf as well. And then you got these clamps, they can sit up there, and then if need be I can just come along and just, I can't even do that, so I could probably put the hammers in and that like so on the shelf. I do want to go along and put in some more, probably put some dividers in there, bit of sheet metal and that sort of stuff, bend it in and just tack it in there, so then I can put my pens and all that sort of stuff in there as well, with all the other miscellaneous stuff. So I'm going to keep going along, clean all this up, tack that shelf in, and then yeah, go from there. So I'll be back shortly. So as you can see, it's now all welded in strong. I'm just going along and putting some etch primer over the whole lot and that, and yeah, I'm not really going to worry about cleaning down the welds along here, but I'm pretty happy with that monkey shit in there and that, because it's probably the neatest one I've done in a long time and that. But anyway, I will go along, finish cleaning it up, and I'll paint it, and then we can, there we go, put everything where it needs to go, and that will be it for now. I might modify it later and put another brace in along the bottom, or I'll just put a sheet metal across the back, or some pegboard. I think I've got some pegboard like that still somewhere, if it's big enough, or I'll just buy some more pegboard and I'll put a big pegboard along there. So I'll be back shortly. So now, as you can see, bench top is finished. I've done the stand. It's quite sturdy, it's going to do the job. I didn't want to put any braces going down along there because it'd take up more room and that, but what I am going to do is, wherever I've put it over here, is I've got this bit here, and trim these little parts off, and I'm just going to get there probably tomorrow and wire that up. I'll wire that up into behind the back there, and that'll just give me somewhere that I can hang a few bits and pieces off and that. So yeah, so it's done, bench top's clean and that. So tomorrow we'll be working on cutting this bit out of this bit of metal here. It's a thicker metal I managed to get my hands on, which is about 1.15 roughly, so 1.2 mil, and that too, which is close to what the original is there. which is just here and that. So we'll be making this part here without the top, so it'll go all the way down and along. But because I can't send a flat bit of metal with these little lips here and that in the post in one lot, because I'm not using a freight company, what I'm going to do is I've got to cut it down through the middle, and then I can be able to post it through Australia Post. And then the next one I've got to do is just the middle here and that, and up, and then that little cap bit there as well. So yeah, I've also got a bonnet lip I've got to do, and that got some of the sheets in. Paint supplies are just about here. So yeah, that's going to be it for this one. Don't forget, like, subscribe, share, and if you like the video, give us a thumbs up. Cheerio.